Hello everyone, how's it going? So, I figure it's about time I gave you guys an update on where I've been and what's been going on in my life and stuff like that. Now, bear in mind, this is going to be quite short and to the point, hopefully. I am also playing the game in the background. Woo, look at me running back and forth doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, so, if I get a little distracted, it's because I am playing the game. I wanted something going on in the background, so here we are. This is Sparta, you little bitches. Anyway, so, basically, I have been going through, shall we say, a rough patch in my life. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to say I'm depressed, because I feel like a lot of people use that word a little too frivolously, you know? A lot of people are like, I'm depressed, and like, you know, their lives are great. Here's the thing, you know, life could be a lot worse at the same time, but ultimately there are things getting me down, and they've at least, you know, oh Christ, I'm nearly dead already. They've at least sort of put me in the frame of mind where it's hard to be positive and hard to, therefore, you know, live stream and what have you, and be in any kind of good mood to do it. So, I've just tried to avoid doing it lately when I haven't been in the mood, so I somehow, I feel like that's better than just sitting there and being, you know, super mopey and like, oh, life sucks. Anyway, so let's get to the point. So, for those of you that didn't hear, and I did speak about this on the previous live stream, a good friend of mine who I work with, actually, like, genuinely who I would have considered a friend, he died about 2 weeks ago now. I was actually off work for those 2 weeks, so I didn't hear about this until I came back to work. You know, we keep in touch, but not that much outside of work. But still, I consider him a friend, you know? Like, we would talk to each other, like, hey, how's life? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I liked him. He was a good guy. Like I say, he died. He had a heart attack. Whatever the exact circumstances are, don't really matter. The point is the man has died. So that fucking sucks. Now, I'm not gonna pretend that I wasn't going through a shitty patch in my life before that, so that kind of just really somewhat added to it, you know? Basically, the long story short version is my best friend, she works all of the time now. Now, she used to work only part-time, and here's the thing, I don't want you to think like, you know, I don't understand or I'm blaming her for this or anything like that, but the long story short version is she works every single day now and long hours, so I do not get to spend very much time with her at all. I am talking like almost none. So it went from me spending pretty much all my free time with her to now I've got no one to spend free time with. No, not, you know, no one, but it's not the same as your best friend, so yeah, that fucking sucks. So like I say, it's put me in quite a dour mood lately, you know? If that's the worst you got to complain about in life, you're doing a lot better than most people, you know? Like, oh, my best friend's too busy lately, and a friend of mine died. I mean, I guess when you say it like that, that does kind of suck, but you get my point. There are people out there much worse off than me, I understand that, blah, 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 but at the same time that, you know, just because, people always, you know, when you're like, oh, I'm hungry, people are always like, well, not everyone, but some people are like, well, you know, there are starving children in Africa, so your hunger doesn't mean anything, because you don't know what true hunger is. It's like, well, I'm still hungry. So, you know, just because there are people out there with worse situations and are more depressed doesn't mean I'm not, you know, going through some shit. So anyway, but again, I don't want to pretend like I'm going through the worst of the worst. Excuse me, I lost my voice there. So, anyway, so there's the update on that. That's why I haven't been streaming as much lately. I do apologize. I'm intending to stream today being Tuesday. I'm recording this Tuesday morning. But here's the other thing. It's not even so much that I don't want to stream, but, you know, obviously that's part of it. It's, well, again, it's not so much the lack of wanting to do it, it's more that I don't want to do it and be in a shitty mood, you know? And just, like, I want my streams to be entertaining, or at least, a good place that you can enjoy hanging out, you know? If I'm just in a miserable mood, it's not going to be enjoyable for anyone, neither on an entertaining front nor just hanging out front, so, yeah, doing my best. Holy shit, you hurt like hell, good lord. Doing my best to not die to this guy. Yeah, doing my best to make sure I'm in a decent frame of mind when I do stream. Now, that aside, the main problem is really that it's just kept me up. You know, I just haven't been able to sleep. So when I eventually do get to sleep, it's hours later, and I'm talking hours later than it should be. So by the time I actually do sleep, I end up waking up, obviously, you know, after X amount... God, this controller. After X amount of hours, and then that means I'm waking up really late in the afternoon. Now, I'm nocturnal anyway, so Either way, I wake up late in the afternoon, but this is late for a nocturnal person, you know? So, it means I can't stream at my normal time. You get the idea. And it's difficult to stream in the middle of the night, plus the normal people that can make a stream can't make it when it's that late. So, it's a shitty situation. So, I'm doing my best to get some rest. I'm gonna try to sleep after this, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, those are the reasons. It's not because I don't want to do it, it's because I want to make sure it's good when I do it, and also that I'm actually awake to do it properly. Now, the other important thing I do need to cover is I'm going to be making some changes to the Patreon, so take this as your warning. If you are a patron this month and you do not like the changes that are going to be happening, you can always withdraw your patronage. I fully understand, I'm not going to hold it against you, so bear that one in mind. Now, currently, the way it works, for those that don't know, and I'll try and keep this brief because I know a lot of people don't give a shit about Patreon, and that's fine. Again, I'm losing my voice a lot right now. Excuse me. So, currently we have 3 tiers. Tier 1 used to give access to the Discord. It now is just like, I kind of give the Discord out when people want it. So, Tier 1 doesn't really have a reward, and I feel like it should, so I'm going to be changing that, partly for that reason, but also partly just in general. I feel like I want to retool it. So, the second tier, which is the $5+ tier, means that they get their name listed in the end credits of a video, and the $10+ tier means they get their name shout out at the end of a video. The long story short version is that is going to change substantially. The way it's going to change is that now, and I'm not sure about this 100% yet, I'm still sort of deciding on the third part here, so let me go over the first 2 parts that I am sure about. The first part is that now everyone will get their name shouted out at the end of a video. And I'm not going to do it in the sort of pre-recorded outros that I was doing before. It's just I'm going to grab the list of patrons like I have been doing at the end of live streams and just thank them, you know, live off the cuff. I feel like that's a bit more personal, and hopefully people like that a bit more, and that way I get to thank everybody, because as much as, you know, it's nice to do something extra for people who are donating more, at the same time I still feel at the very least people should get their name shouted out no matter how much, because to me, whether it's $1 or like $100 or whatever, you know, you're going out of your way to give me your hard-earned money, so, you know, I want to at least thank you. So there's that. Everyone, of no matter what tier you are in, will get their name shouted out at the end of a video. Let's make that very clear. Now, I'm thinking about doing away with the $10+ tier entirely, and just having it as the, you know, I guess $1+ tier, and then the $5+ tier. But again, I'm not, I just bought a weapon and then you're selling that, you suck. I guess I'm going to buy this then. What a waste. So, anyway, for the $5+ tier, it's going to be changing a couple of ways. Now, first of all, what I'm going to do, and obviously I'm going to hold this on the Patreon page itself, so make sure you do go there to check it out. It may not necessarily be up at the very end of this video, but it will be up by the end of this month. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a poll every single month, and I do mean every single month, for which game you would like me to play next from a certain selection of games. And you will also obviously be able to say, I don't want you to play any of these games, and I'm going to pick another, you know? So you're going to be able to just say, I don't like any of those, play fucking Batman or Dark Souls instead, or whatever, you know? So I'll give you a list of a few games that I want to play that month, but again, you are absolutely free to say no. I would like to suggest this instead, and obviously if multiple people want to suggest that along with you, because you know the other patrons will see your comment and they can always just say, hey, I agree with him, play this one instead, blah blah blah. So yeah, that's gonna be one of the things that you get in the $5+ tier. Now, what I'm hoping I can also do is I'm hoping, but I'm not guaranteeing this, but I'm really gonna try my best, is that I can also offer you exclusive content. Now, the problem with that is that obviously So obviously I want to grow my YouTube channel, and obviously the YouTube channel also makes ad revenue. So if I give exclusive content to, let's say 10 people who are in the $5+ tier, 10 people, 20 people, however many it is, the potential there is, you know, money aside, that you are losing potential viewers, which could then become, you know, subscribers on YouTube and thusly grow your channel. So it's going to have to be sort of more niche content that is not going to have mass appeal, but hopefully will still be enjoyable to you as like a bonus. So this is probably going to be little things like just me talking about professional wrestling in sort of a podcast form, or, you know, that type of thing. You know, the sort of thing that no one's really going to be looking up on YouTube. Hey, let's look up a pro wrestling podcast by this random asshole. That sort of thing. Maybe even, you know, one-off videos of really old games where I feel like, again, they're going to be very niche. Maybe some exclusive videos where I show off the work on the Grimrock mod. Again, that will interest some people. Some people are going to be like, I couldn't give a shit about the Grimrock mod because I don't give a shit about Grimrock. That may be true, but you might still find it interesting just from like a game design and a modding standpoint. It might still be interesting to you. You never know, you know? You never know. So it's going to be that sort of thing. I think that's something that, again, I can do. And again, we'll... holy shit, what is going on here? What is this absolute nonsense? I think that's something I can do, and it won't be detrimental to me to do it, you know? Again, I'm not going to be losing out on potential new... Holy shit. Ah, God! On potential new... Right here. I'm getting out of here. Fuck this. Yeah, on potential new subscribers, followers, whatever you want to call them on YouTube. I really want to heal and this fucker won't let me heal. Drink, damn. So yeah, let me know if you think that sounds okay. Again, especially if you are a patron. If you're a patron and you're like, I don't like this shit, feel free to say, man. Like, obviously, like I said, if you are giving me your hard-earned money, your opinion, I don't want to say counts for more, but it kind of does, you know? At the same time, like, you're the ones keeping me in business. I mean, you're not the only ones keeping me in business, but still. So, obviously, your opinion really matters if you're a patron. I can't believe this shit. What is this nonsense? Let's see if we can actually beat this guy before we fucking die. Holy shit. Help me. There's so many green dudes everywhere. I don't want to die. Good lord, man. Will you perish? I just want to kill him. I just want to kill him before we end the video. That's all I want. I can't. He won't die. He's taking, like, no damage. What is this nonsense? I just realized, does he not melee? I don't think he melees. Huh. Maybe he's not as bad as I thought he was. We did it! Okay. Alright, so, let's make a quick summary here. I don't think I need... let's summarize the Patreon thing, because I'm sure you understand the depression and what have you that I was talking about. And again, like I said, I don't want to make out like I have the worst life in the world. You know, it is what it is. Just know that I'm working on this stuff as much as one can. Anyway, so... let's go over the Patreon stuff really quick, sort of boom, 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 so you understand. Probably gonna do away with the $10+ tier. The $1+ tier will now become everyone gets their name shouted out at the end of every single live stream / video that I record. The $5+ tier will now get exclusive access to a poll that only you guys can vote on, which will allow you to vote on which game you would like to see me play next from a list of games. Bear in mind, those games, if it's going to be a monthly thing, are probably going to be relatively short, because obviously I want to be able to fit them in within a 30-day bracket. So bear that one in mind. But when I say short, we're talking even maybe as much as like 20-30 hours. That's like probably fine. But like if we're talking like 50, 100, you're probably not going to be on that list. So there's that, and I'm hoping to give you exclusive content in the $5+ tier in the form of either mini little podcasts, rant videos, me showing off the Grimrock mod and talking about it, me talking about my day, which is not interesting at all. Having said that, I went for a walk this morning at 7 in the morning, and I shit you not, 4 maybe 5 doors up from my house, someone was lying in the middle of the fucking road, and there were 4 people standing around them, and there was a car parked in the middle of the road that obviously hit this person. And I walked up, and, you know, they were sort of stared at me as if to say, isn't this awkward? And I just went, I take it I don't need to call anyone. And they were like, no, we're fine. And I went, okay. And then I walked off. Now, I probably should have said, you know, you have my best wishes or something. But what do you say? Like, obviously I hope the person's okay, but I didn't want to just stand there and stare or make it awkward any more than it already was. You know, I think the ambulance wasn't its way. Like, I carried on walking because I was going for a walk, because that's the point. I walk every damn day now to try and keep my cardio decent and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the ambulance came. I think they're okay, but I didn't see any, like, blood or anything, but, yeah, this person clearly got smacked by a car. Anyway, so, yeah, like I say, exclusive videos, hopefully. Again, I'm not going to guarantee that, but I'm going to do my absolute damnedest. I really genuinely am. Even if it's just a short thing where I show off the Grimrock mod, or I talk about, like I rant about, like, a professional wrestling pay-per-view, or I just give my opinion on different things that I think are not necessarily going to draw views on the YouTube channel, but you might like as bonus content. So let me know if you think that's a good idea. Again, everyone's opinion is welcome, but especially if you're a patron, I really want to hear from you. And thank you again. You guys are Awesome. Couldn't do this without you. Anyway, speaking of which, I suppose this would be a great time, wouldn't it, for me to actually do a shout out to the patrons right now, like I said I was going to. Can you tell that I'm, you know, killing time here once I get the list up? Here we go. Okay, so thank you very much. In the $10+ tier, we have KB, Miss Justice 83, Black Wolf 8994, Billy 9, Waffle Ball, Dr. Pepper Penguin, Nuria Age, and in the $5+ tier, we have Shadow Sephiroth 666 and Jeremy Burris. And everybody else, we have Vincent Clark, George Blackwell, Jessica, Philip Rep, aka Bebop56210. I think I'm going to abbreviate your name because that is way too long. Hitbox, Pedro Marquez, and Erasmus. I wish I could roll my R's, but alas, I cannot. Thank you, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Genuinely, like, I wouldn't be able to keep doing this as much as I do without you guys, so... Oh, you know, when I do eventually finally get the hours that I want to work, where I switch to days and, you know, work more, I will still do my damnedest to bring you the content that you enjoy. It genuinely warms the cockles of my black heart that people like my stuff enough to actually give me money for it. That's fucking crazy. I'm just a dude who sits on his ass playing video games. I'm under no illusion here, you know? I'm not like one of those fancy video editors that's like, top 10 Batman villains, and they do all this crazy shit, and you're like, wow, this is cool. Yeah, I just sit here playing video games and talking shit, and the fact that some people like that enough to actually throw their money at me, that's genuinely humbling. Thank you. From the bottle of... the bottle. From... And I've been down into the bottom of every bottle. That was Nickelback. You're welcome. Best band in the world, apparently. So, like I say, thank you. I will see you next time. Ciao.